How are you, friends? Here I bring you this video in English and you can understand the process of creating 3D covers or 3D photographs. First of all, we will need photographic paper. Secondly, we will use 50 lpi lenticular sheet. Thirdly, we will need double-sided adhesive. Fourthly, we will need a printer. We will use the 3D Master Kit program in the demo version, and secondly Photoshop. To download 3D Master Kit, follow these steps. Let's go to the project window and select Pitch Test. In Pitch we place the LPI of our sheet, in this case 50 LPI. In Test Step we leave it in that amount for now. In Resolution we place 720 depending on your printer. In my case the printer prints at 1440, but I divide it into 2, and it gives me 720, which is the amount I will place in this resolution space. In the width of stripe window we leave it in 8. In length of stripe we place what horizontally measures our photographic paper that we will use in millimeters. This means how long it will create our lines. In generic we can preview what it would look like to corroborate if we are doing well. So I put the length of my leaf, which is between 279 millimeters. At an interval we leave it at 5 millimeters. In number of stripes we will place 8, so that they cover all our letter size sheet. In Mode we place the custom option, so that it leaves them in 2 lines. Now that we have it ready, we hit the File button to save it in PSD format. Now let's go to the Photoshop program to be able to print this new file, following these steps. In the File window we select Print. We select our printer and go to Print Settings. We place the paper size, in my case, its letter size. In paper type we place glossy photographic paper, and in warm we place high. Here in this option we remove high speed. In composition we give horizontally. We must always print in the same direction in which the printer heads are printed. We move in this window so that our pitch occupies almost the entire sheet. We just let the numbers be seen. Now we print the document. Now we place our sheet in a smooth space and place our lenticular sheet on top of the print. These lines must be seen straight from top to bottom. They shouldn't be seen diagonally. Here we see that the first lines form a small space between black and white. As we go down, the spaces become longer. What we have to look for is the white color that covers most of the line, as we see in this example. Having the number that makes the change better, let's go back to the 3D Master Kit. We changed pitch test to 49.6, the number we got. Now we will see an example of how the second parameter called test step works. It helps us to increase or decrease the range of lines and make the spaces smaller or larger, and have a more precise calibration. We will put the value of 0.01 in the test step, to have a more accurate number. We save and print again in Photoshop. Having the impression now, we will have to align it as we have seen before. Here I am placing some objects so that the sheet is well glued to the print, to make the result look better. Here we see it more clearly. The ones at the bottom you can see how the colors look on the same line. And what we are looking for is that you only see one color on the entire line, and make the change between the black and white color, as well as the first lines that look in a single color. Here we see that calibration is between the first two lines. You look in your print for the line that manages to go blank, that will be your calibration. This is the number of our calibration that we will work with in the next video. So far today's video. In the next video we will be seeing how to make a design using this calibration, and get the final result that will be a flip effect or change between two images. I invite you to subscribe and activate notifications so that you will be notified when a new video is uploaded.